Good morning, everyone. It's Becky. I know I've been away for a little bit, recovering from the little cold that I had. I appreciate all the well wishes. I am feeling much better, still a little sniffly, but not nearly as bad as I was feeling last week. Update on the Golden Valley. I always want to say the Golden Compass. I love that movie. Watch it if you haven't. Anyways, so I've gotten down to where I'm starting into the flower beds. I've got a lamp post and a little bit of the bridge started. I've got about probably about a third of maybe a little bit more than a third of the little shed. Look how beautiful that tree has come out. This is gorgeous. This is the left side of the campus. I only have, I don't know, maybe a 5-inch swath done here, so very slow going still, but of course, as I haven't felt good, I haven't been doing much diamond painting, so I will be continuing on, hopefully over the next few days, getting a little bit more caught up. But I do have a couple of new items to show everybody. I got a small Temu order the other day. My husband wanted some new cell phone chargers. So I ordered those, and of course they were $9.98. And of course, here in the US, for Temu, you have to have an order of at least $10 before they'll ship. Okay, I'll throw a couple extra items in. So I ordered this little tray, and I know you're sideways on the painting. I'm kind of at a weird angle here. So I got this tray, and it is clear. It has in it 6 smaller trays. They do have a little trap door here to tip your drills back out into your containers. I have found that that has not worked well for me. I just tip them out of the corner. Anyway, so 6 little trays, and I've put just a little sticky label on here with the symbol. Some of them I've chosen to go ahead and put the number on as well. I know this is kind of hard to see here, but number 53, that way I don't get that arrow mixed. Anyways, they just sit down in this bigger tray, which of course you can take them all out and use the bigger tray as well. But in an area on a painting that's very confetti heavy, it's been nice to have this. I can tip out several of them. Oh, I forgot to get this symbol over here. Just come pluck one out. I don't have to mess with the whole getting the big jars out and swapping drills around. It came with a little brush to brush your drills out of the tray. They do have a little static to them. And it also came with this little foldable spoon if you scoop your drills out. Haven't needed to use that yet. So those are a couple little things there. I do have my little bunny rabbit cover minder here from DP Crazy Lady. Thank you again for that little package that you sent the other day. It was so awesome. A couple other things that I got. Let's see here. I got these little cord minders. They've got an adhesive back to them. I've got a couple places where it'd be nice if cords just like stayed where I wanted them to. So I thought I'd get these. I think they were like 79 cents. So I got those. And then of course, how can you possibly have an order from Temu without getting a diamond painting? So this particular one, not quite sure when I'll do it yet because I've got several things coming down the pipeline with different paint-alongs. But we'll just wait and see when we get a chance to do this one. It is a 30 by 40, and it is a big pink flower with 2 butterflies on it. I'm gonna move my drills out of the way. I thought this tray came with a lid. The image of it seemed as though it would. Unfortunately, it did not. So I just have to be very mindful of it. Let's see, where's my kit? Okay, so basic kit with the, it does have the little baggies in it, but just a single placer and a little wax. Zoom out a little here so you can see this more. All right. So here it is. You've got the one big blue butterfly, a pink, I'm assuming that's a dahlia in the background, and then another butterfly here. This is a 30 by 40, and it's got 26 colors. So we've got numbers 1 through 8, and then we start into letters. And they're actually in alphabetical order, which is nice. That drill field seems like it's really clear. I don't know why we all still check the sticky. We know that these are sticky, but there we go. There we have it. As far as the drills go, the color palette you see is going to be lots of pinks. We've got like some darker greens and brighter greens. A couple of different blue colors in there. The key on the canvas does have the DMC codes on it. The bags of drills themselves do not. They just have the canvas item number and the number of the symbol. So again, that is my newest diamond painting. All right. So that's what I've been up to here lately. Like I said, slow going on the canvas that I'm working on now, just because I just haven't felt well. And I do have my order from Etsy for the release papers has not come yet. It should be here today. So hopefully I will be able to start using those instead of the parchment paper. The parchment paper has continued to work well for me. It does come off, so I'm not constantly struggling on that. Anyway, so like I said, we're down here on this little floral area. And we'll get us in here, see if we can't get some of this diamond painting done. Like I said, I've liked the little multi-compartment tray so far. I've only used it for a couple of days now. I did want to kind of test it out and see what I thought of it before I said, hey guys, look at this. Get my light swung around here. All right. So like I said, it's nice. I can just, you know, pluck out the tray of the symbol that I want to work on. Let's do letter Y. So I just lift the little tray out. It doesn't hold a lot of drills at once, but because this is a confetti heavy area, I don't really need a whole lot at once. So, you know, there might be a couple dozen letter Y at the most in this area that I'm working. And then let's say like here is a pound sign. So I've got those over here. I can just go, oh, look, missed that. I can fill that in. So I have been happy with this tray so far, other than the fact, like I said, I thought in the image that it showed on Temu that it would have a lid that I could put on it, and it did not come with a lid. So maybe I chose the wrong version of it on there, but anyways, it was, I'm trying to remember the price of it. I think it was under $3 for the tray. and they had several different color options. So I chose the clear because I knew that the other colors that came in, there were several colors that I wasn't sure the drills would show very well against. I felt like it might make those a little harder to see. So I did opt for the clear one, and I think I'm happy with that choice. Let's see here. Trying to get my light adjusted where I can see and you can see. Anyways, so I have been trying to follow everybody's progress on the Diamond Paint Along with Friends Landscape Edition. I know you've all seen Lazy Retired Granny and how she's just flying along with her canvas. She's made so much progress. I know she worries that she's not going to finish in time to do her July Harry Potter painting, but I know that she will get that done. You know, maybe start a little later in July, not do it on the 1st, but I believe Harry Potter's birthday was July 31st. So, considering the fact that, you know, it's at the end of the month, I think she'll still have that completed in time. DP Crazy Lady, you have gotten some absolutely gorgeous gifts from your daughter. She's too sweet. We really have enjoyed watching those videos with you, of you opening your new canvases and your light pad. That thing is humongous. Let's see here. I know, let's see, Agent Tink and Diamonds with Tita have both been making really good progress. I've been following, like I said, I've followed everybody and you know, watched what you're doing and watched most of your videos. I know I've got a few that I still need to catch up on yet. So that's something I'll be working on today while I'm at work. I'll be able to get caught up on everybody else's videos. I don't get to like watch while I'm working, but I do listen, and I love, you know, just, it feels like you're, you know, just coming over to the house to have a little chit chat with me, and I really appreciate that because it kind of helps with some of the boredom while I'm at work. Now, on this little tray, you do not have to take the little trays out if you don't want to, or you can take them all out. I just find that this way it kind of keeps them a little more organized. I don't have to worry about them tipping over and things like that. So I just take out one little tray at a time and work on these. Let's see here. This is this arrow. I did get my quilt finished that I was working on. It is ready to go. So that's nice. I don't have to worry about that part anymore. I did make a little pillow to go with it that I still need to finish up. It's stuffed. I just need to close up the hole where I stuffed it, and then it'll be ready to go. I've got some prep that I need to do for our quilt guild meeting this month. I've got to get some supplies. We have a new project that we're going to start kind of mid-year. In the past, we've had people that join after we've gotten all of our activities going for the year, and so they don't get to participate in those things that are already started because it's kind of hard to re-swap everybody around and all that. So this year I opted to go ahead and have us have like a mid-year start on a project so that other people could participate. So that's going to start this month. Okay, I think I have all of the symbols that I have pulled out right now completed in this section. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting them back. So let's see here. I have letter C. Like I said, I just kind of tip them all down to the corner and then put them in just like that. The little spout here, like I said, has not been my friend. And so now I have this little sticky label that I'm just going to put on the side of the jar just as a placeholder, so that the next time I pull out letter C, I can just quickly label the tray and know exactly where I'm at. So there's my letter P. I do try to tuck a little corner down in there to give me a start to pull that off of there on my next go around. Let's see. My stickers from Diamond Art Club are still not sticking down all the way. I really do believe that it's because it rolled up in the canvas for so long, so that they're just curled. I've tried setting weight on them overnight, and that helps for a little bit, but they do still end up, you know, picking back up. I'm hoping that my next Diamond Art Club canvas, you know, what I'll do is I'll put the sticker sheet under something weighted first for a few days. Like I've put, this is the one for the Golden Valley, and it was like really, really curled up to begin with. Not so much now. It lays much flatter because it's been sitting underneath my drill case. So if you haven't seen this picture recently, I will tell you this image is the large sticker, and it does not do this painting justice. It is so much more vibrant than those little stickers show. And I noticed that too when several of the ladies on our paint along were working on the Wolf Dreamcatcher, that the picture did not show as vibrantly as the actual painting itself is. So that's something that I will take into consideration on future Diamond Art Club purchases, that, you know, don't think that they're nearly as dark in person as what they actually are when they're completed, because the ones that I've been seeing have been much, much brighter than what the stock image shows. I tipped out way too many of letter Y here, so I'm just having to go really slow with getting it poured back into the container. And I thought about, well, if I have trouble with this, I could always go through and pour it into my tray that has a little funnel on it, but that's just kind of, I don't know. I haven't had to do that yet, but it is an option if needed. So here we are, all emptied out, and I think yep, there's where I dropped a drill. Trying not to drop too many of these intentionally, because I know that there's plenty of extras, but like I said, since I didn't purchase this directly from Diamond Art Club, I purchased it at Hobby Lobby, and I did not know that it needed to be registered. I don't think I've got the drill protection. So this big part of the tray, It's 4 inches by 6 inches. So imagine the size of like a 4 by 6 photo. And then each of the little boxes is 2 inches. So they sit down in there nicely. Like I said, you can use this as a tray as well. It does have the grooves in it. So if you had an area that did have like a lot of color blocking but had like a smaller space of area that needed to be have several colors out at once, you could certainly do that. Let's see here. What else do I need? The lower, I call them the lower right corner, the upper right corner. So on these, even though I drew the symbol on here, I also put the letter that's in the pink on the sticker so that I have less likelihood of confusing these. Because I'm not the greatest artist, so they're not perfectly drawn. There's that one. I'm going to pull out the upper right. I also put these back in pretty much immediately once I've put my drills out. That way I don't mix up my order of my bottles in my case, because I've kind of gotten used to where those are. So here you see I've got the lower right and the upper right. So those go back in there so that they don't get tipped over. What others do I have in this area? I have letter A and letter E. So letter A I have not used yet since I started this new little tray, so I'll tip a few out. And then I'm making my stickers just with some like narrow Office Depot file folder labels because I have them on hand and might as well use them. Letter A is not likely to get confused with anything else, so I'm not too worried about it. And then letter E, I don't think, yeah, letter E I've already got a label for. Let's see here, what else do I need? Number 3. Okay, so number 3 I do not have a label for. So sorry, that is that little bit of cold that I still have going on. Okay, so this is drill letter A. Let's see here. We'll put number 3 in here. We'll get out letter E. And then we'll go ahead and take that sticker and place on there. What else do I have? Let's see if we can find one that already has a label for it. And of course not. Okay, so I'm just going to tip out 5 for right now because I don't want to tear a sticker in half and not have the other half ready to go. Eventually I'll have stickers made for all of them, but for right now I'm just going with what I've got. Let's see, it's the letter for number 3. So you can leave your little trays in the big tray if you want, or you can take them out, either way. Let's see here. Okay, I think that was the only letter A. So see, in areas like this that are pretty confetti heavy, that you don't want to have to be taking your bottles in and out and risking, you know, potentially tumping one over, it's nice to have these little trays that you can just pop out and you don't have to worry about in and out all the time. So I think at this point I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this type of tray for the duration of this painting, unless I do get into a really heavy color block area. And that way I feel like I'm making progress more quickly doing it this way instead of having to swap drills constantly by using just one tray. Somebody asked me one day in the comments how I get my drills so straight. I just constantly fuss with them until they're as straight as I can get them. When I'm doing a solid row like this, I'll go back and once they're, you know, all placed, I'll go back with my straightener and work on making sure that they're as straight as possible. So I've got this straightener that came with my my storage case, and I'll just lay it down on that line and kind of give it a little push, a little bit of force in there, and kind of mush them in together. So that's how I try to keep them straight. I do have some areas where I rushed through, where I really did not get them very straight at all, and I can definitely tell I have some regrets on those areas. Right in here, I've got some that I'm not real happy with the placing of. So I will go in and kind of squish these up. And that way they're as tight as possible. One of the tips that I saw when I was watching about, you know, preparing for this canvas, I was watching to see what should I do as far as, you know, making sure that I get them as straight as possible. And the biggest tips were, you know, slow and steady, and, you know, to make sure that you're getting the outside lines. So whatever section you're working on, getting the outsides of those as straight as you can, because then the insides will fall in a lot more carefully. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this little area and then take a little bit of a break before I have to get logged in for work. I'll get this uploaded, and oops. And then I will see you guys later today. I might try to get back on later and do another video. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to record when my husband is sitting in the next room. So I usually wait till after he's in bed asleep, or while he's gone to work. So anyways, that's all I've got for now. I'm going to finish filling in these last little bits here, and then I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to like and comment. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and join in. I'm getting very, very close to 100 subscribers, and I will plan a 100 subscriber giveaway. So be sure that you are subscribed publicly so that I know that you are subscribed, and then we'll figure out how we're going to do a giveaway, what we're giving away, and how we're going to choose that item or choose that winner. So follow along for more. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.